Guys, I guess they do the get ready with me's as a thing. In this case, what we're going to watch is, again, Joker slowly but surely progressing. Remember to pace yourself and remain patient in any process that requires you to have patience. And all I'm saying is I know the journey you have to go on when you deal with a dog that has behavioral problems. Now, this particular dog doesn't have real behavior problems, to be clear. He's a Bulldog, which means he's a blockhead. A blockhead has their own ideas. Their own ideas, they believe, are the best ideas, which make owners concerned because you go, hey, that dog's going to do what he wants. Well, if you guys have been here, part of our journey, no dog gets to do what he wants. It's just not happening. And it's for their own safety. And safety, I believe, is one of the top concerns for any pet parent, to say the least. So I have been teaching him clearly how to come out the cage, which you're watching him pace himself. I put on the vest to redirect and just help him better stimulate himself and calm the F down. And we pace ourselves getting out there. He's now gotten accustomed to the prong collar, which he's rocking faithfully and surely. And then today's the day where I push him being stimulated and overstimulated. So what you're watching in this video is just going out the back, which again, he never does. He never has been out the back since he was a puppy. And this was before he literally got to a place where he was chasing cars. So look, I'm like, y'all, I'm watching this thing in real time. But the first thing he's doing is checking in, which is something that we practice over time. So as you see, I set the camera out. I mean, this is a busy street out there. And I sit down first just to see how he's going to act. See if he's going to act dumpy. See if he did get the leash there. He's like, man, I want to get these cars. I want to get these cars. I want to get these cars. Then I turn around, he comes and checks in. You reward every time he checks in. I do not use treats when I'm fixing a behavior problem. If I'm training sit, down, stay, lay, then yeah, I'll use some treats. But when you're fixing behavior, that dog has to know you're the most valuable asset. So unfortunately, this bungee leash, he's going to get tied up a few times. But as I continue to try to find the best way to do the camera thing, I'm saying, you see, keep checking in. And then at some point, I believe I get up. Yeah, there we go. Check in. You reward every time that dog checks in. Every time. I mean, high praise or at least tons of love. And we still have to go on a walk, but I said, let me see how he's doing today, because this right here is a test of not just time, but just faith. You got to believe in yourself when you fix this, because it can all go wrong. You got to start back at zero. But he knows that the prong collar's there. He's getting more motivated. So I sit back down, give you guys a different angle. You can see all the cars coming basically every 2 to 3 seconds, like the game Frogger. There is somebody sitting right there in terms of their vehicle going. And what is he doing? He's sitting in front of me. And then you're going to see this change when I get up and walk him to the end of the street. And not the end completely, but he goes the first walk. We go down there. And now he's like, man, I get to see what's going on. I get him a little bit close. And then by the end of the video, I get a little bit closer so I can continue to see how he fares. But every time he checks in, the first 2 times, he looked but came back but didn't come back. So I said, I can't reward that. And he still, looked like he about to buck and kick. And again, this is all in real time. Like, you don't know what's going through a person's brain because you got out with this prong collar, didn't drop, break. It's not uncommon for a prong collar to come apart. If that thing come apart in the street and he runs to a car, he's going to die. There's really car hits his dog at this stage or any stage, it's going to crush a rear, break a lung, puncture something, there's a bus. And as you see, I've got to stand there because I'm counting too. I want about 2 or 3 check-ins. And I walk him up here. Again, you're not seeing him follow my lead completely. I sit back down to calm him down and give him perspective in terms of range. I did not yank on him. I was just correcting the leash. In this case, the way I've got the prong set up, I'm making sure that he thinks it's his idea. So I'm not doing any corrective stuff. And I said I'll do a video in totality walking you through things I could have done better the first day. He started acting funky. But look, this dog is a love bug, so I got to play into that. And he's getting better by the second, but this is a very overstimulated situation. Both for him and me, if I'm being honest. It is not one-sided in this case because I really want this dog to be good, but this is the stuff that people don't see when you're trying to build confidence and control in your home. I repeat, Joker is not a bad dog. He's not even reactive. I don't know what about these cars gets he motivated or has got him motivated, but I go back down. I think this is the second time I go down. I think I go down 3 or 4 times, and eventually we get to the grass part. Hell, a car comes back through the driveway, waves. That was cool. He comes back up. Again, once I see one praise, I don't see a lot of reactivity. I think I'm about to fix the camera a little bit. Boom, boom, boom. Walk him around the chair, walk back down. These are all things that you have to do when you're trying to solve a problem. I saw some people message me about their dogs and behavior issues. Listen, we're working on something real big to help solve a lot of these problems. And the way that we're going to do it is through time, energy, effort, and it's going to take a lot of work, a lot of shooting, a lot of editing. But this is a real problem I have. And even that one little bend down you saw, he didn't come back. He didn't come back. I want to praise him. He didn't do it. He didn't do it because now he's getting more motivated every time you're down there. You go, this is good. But again, patience is the name of the game. So what you can't see is the second angle. But that's why I'm doing a voiceover so you guys can get perspective on what's going on. He comes back finally, you praise him, walking away. And then just continue to show him that, hey, I need you by my side or focused on me or walking with me. Then I make a little modification so we get a little tighter zoom so you can guys see some things. Walking to the edge of the street again. I think we enter the grass, but a car's coming in. This is where the vehicle comes. I don't know this neighbor, but, she was nice. And again, Joker didn't run to the end of the leash. Comes back in, checks in. He's getting better. All those little check-ins are some wins. There we go. Getting a little bit closer. I think we get to the grass this time. I'll let him get to the grass. Oh, man, this is not going to be good. I'm watching this. You watching this is fun because you're not watching it when you're in there. You're trying to solve a problem. And mind you, I put my hands in my pocket so he could again think it's his idea. I'm not correcting anything. He's going to correct himself. And by way of correction, it's him just falling in love with the process. What you see, heavy praise, a lot of petting there. Me continue trying to fix the little dang old prong collar. But hopefully within the next week or two, I'll be able to take it off of him. And the work still won't be done, people. Be very clear. Because it comes off doesn't mean you're done working. This could come out of nowhere. He could get motivated by something else. And now you got to fix another problem. But on average, you have 2 to 3 years of growth whenever working with a pup or a dog. At year 3, you get good perspective. And don't forget, behavior issues can show themselves as late as 3 and be never ending. Come out of literally nowhere. But every time he comes back to me, and we see these cars just fly by us, getting closer and closer to just checking in. So then I start pushing a little bit more. He is forever fascinated by these dang old cars. So annoying if I'm being honest. I've never had a dog want to chase a car. I didn't have over 20 plus dogs in my life. And I can't think of one dog other than this bozo that would want to chase a car. But I tell you one thing, and this is the first person perfect, and I'm like this. We got to get to the edge of the street now, so now you see we're on the sidewalk. I'm like, let me give you another perspective. Every time he comes back, I pet him and look, keep your eyes on me, boy. And that's all I'm teaching. It's backs to the street.
You're doing good, man.
And he's slowly but surely getting more confident and comfortable just being next to me and around me. Doesn't mean he ain't gonna do that Bulldog stuff. Here he goes. Man, I want to get that car. But he's familiar with the program now. And again, this is real time love every time. Every time. Trust me. Good boy, you see that?
You're doing good, man.
Man, dogs make us better people, man. And they definitely teach you a level of patience. Today,
Joker,
it was a day I said I'm going to walk you twice, but I said I forgot to do it. Overstimulated situation yesterday. So I've got to test that theory today. As you see, I'm fixing that prong.
Doing good, boy.
It's at the top. It's at the top. There we go. And we'll test it again, it's clarity. You see him want to chew on that leash a little bit right there because he wants to get off. And he's in that like, I'm going to take off, but I can't go nowhere.
Right.
Little light jump there. And again, I'm just holding it because if I have to dive and grab this dog, if this prong collar drops, I'm screwed. And anywho, people, stay tuned. Take care of your dogs.